Declan Turnbull, head of Ballina Municipal District with Mayor County Council. A few more events to announce as well, but you really don't need to remember them all, because as long as you remember Ballina2023.ie, our website, and also our other social media outlets, you'll see them all advertised, all the events we're mentioning here this evening, and a lot more events as well. So I'll just run through a few other ones just to keep you up to date. Ballina 2023 is collaborating with the French Embassy and in Humbert's footsteps, and we're going to commemorate the Year of the French. Obviously, there's a big connection between France and North Mayo. There'll be a number of events happening throughout the year, but in particular, August 19th to 22nd, we'll have a particular festival during those 2 days. Next year marks the 200 years since the death of Gerald Humbert, who came ashore in Kilcummin, just at the edge of Canal Bay, and it's 225 years since he actually landed on the North Shore of Mayo. So that'll be a big thing. I'd like to thank in particular Carmel, Sharon, Catherine and Elizabeth for working with us on this. I believe Elizabeth is here tonight, but I haven't met her, so hands up if she is here. Another event then is that Ballina is twinned with 3 different towns, and some have been mentioned already. But in France, we're twinned with a town, Athis-Mons, which is north of Paris. And next year is the 30th year of the twinning of Athis-Mons. There'll be a number of events happening between the two towns, and we'll be welcoming a lot of citizens from Athis-Mons to Ballina. We're also twinned with Pittsfield in Massachusetts, and next year is the 25th anniversary of that twinning, so we'll have people over from Pittsfield throughout the year, particularly during the summer months, but they'll be coming and in fact they invite us over there for the early part of the year as well. And the third town we're twinned with is Scranton in Pennsylvania, as Mark said, the hometown of US President Joe Biden, and I can't say any more about that just now. So the third thing that I just want to mention quickly is the River Moy. Ballina, as you know, is the salmon capital of Ireland, and rightly so, because the River Moy is the best salmon producing river in the Western Europe, I suppose, and one of the main rivers right across the whole world for salmon. So it's got the salmon capital of Ireland title from Paul Charles some years ago, and we live up to that on a regular basis. Many people may have come and fished on the River Moy, but even if you don't fish, what you need to do is turn up on the 8th of July, because the spotlight is on the river when we're having the annual River Moy swim. And this year we're hoping to have 300 participants, one for every year. So I'll be taking names of who'll be swimming in the River Moy next summer on the 8th of May. Get your name down quick though, because there's only 300 allowed. As well as that, on the 8th of July, we'll have a number of other performances, both musical and other theatrical events happening along the Moy. So that'll be a big date in the calendar during that month. And then lastly then, just in relation to the Moy as well, the Moy fishery salmon weir is in Ballina. It used to be used years ago for trapping fish. Obviously that doesn't happen anymore. But Inland Fisheries Ireland have still used it for scientific purposes, for counting fish and all that sort of thing. So we've talked to Inland Fisheries Ireland, and they have agreed to host a couple of tours of the salmon weirs and explain to people what they're all about. They'll happen in March, April and July. Very, very few people will have been out in the salmon weirs over the years, even though they're more than 300 years old. So those tours will be announced in spring. There'll be only a limited number of tours, obviously, and a limited number of people can get out on the weirs. So it's a special event. We're working with Inland Fisheries Ireland, and celebrates the Moy and salmon capital of Ireland. So a lot more things to look out for on our website, Ballina2023.ie.